Fresh day, fresh dollar. Another day, another dollar. Yo, it's your boy Sasko Sam. Hashtag what a time to be alive. Welcome to the Sporting Lounge, the podcast where we dive into the minds of sports coaches and players, unraveling their strategies, experiences, and inspirations. I'm your host Samuel Fukeng. I'll be giving you exclusive conversations with the legends, the game changers, and the future rising stars of the sporting world. Today we got the strength and conditioning coach from Amazulu, Sanele Dlamini. Sanele, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
So Sanele, take me through a day where you are working with the players. What time do you guys arrive? What is expected from you? And so forth, yeah.
All right. So basically, I'll take you to the day when, because I work with the development guys.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the ages of 19 years up until 21 years. So it's the under 19s, which are the SAP team, and also the reserve team. So in training days, usually we train after school. So like 3:30, our training session starts. So during the day, I come to the first team in the mornings, just to get a feel as well, to fill up whenever they need me there. I go there, just also get some professional exposure. So I go there, and then after training sessions in the morning with the first team, I go back to the office to do reports for the past sessions that I had with my boys. And then 3:30. Before 3:30, basically by 2 o'clock, I need to be by the field, set up. So if it's an underload session, then I know what I need to do. But in coordination with what the coach is going to do for the day as well. So yeah, it's that, and then we do warm-ups with the boys, and then I also assess the guys who are injured, check them whether they're going to maintain the session, or will we just take them out and work with them by themselves. So yeah, so currently, that's my task. So my office basically is here at Prime, Moses Mapida.
Yes.
So there, Amazulu are based there. The high performance center is based there.
Yeah,
So that's where morning sessions, maybe you have a boy who like finished metric and wants to do individual sessions, so they come there. I'm always there by 9:30. I'm there, and then I start those sessions with the boys.
Do you travel with the players as well?
Yeah. So when we're playing like home and away games, you need to be there to make sure that basically you're there with the team everywhere it goes. You must be there. Yeah.
So a day before game day, do you guys practice? And if so, how long do you guys practice and what goes into that preparation?
So let's say today it's a Thursday.
Yes.
Let's say we're playing a game on Saturday. Yeah, let's say Saturday. Most of our games are played in the afternoons at 3. Some are played in the during the day at 12.
Okay.
So yes, we do have a session.
Yes.
We call it a pre-match. So the day before the game, we do
before
have
the
a
game,
session, 45 minutes session.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice and
So
light,
we're just polishing whatever we've been doing through the week. The coach is emphasizing the style of play they're gonna be playing on the weekend. It's just to check and to make sure the boys are fresh and looking good for the game. the next day,
Fantastic. Where did this passion for you start off, for you to find yourself in this position?
I'd say it's all started in high school. I won't lie. I was a football player myself, but I got an injury at a very young age when I was doing my grade 8. Yeah. So the passion for sports science basically started there.
Right.
So I didn't know much about the course, but I did some research as well, and I found out that there's a sports science that's done at UKZN.
Yes.
So yeah, when I was doing my matric, it was my first option on my CAO. That's what I put, and then it was physiotherapy as well, and also law. So I got 3 offers. All I was taking on all of them, but
that's brilliant.
I had to choose. So I chose sports science because it was the first choice. Yeah, but at home they wanted me to go and do law. At the end of the day, my mom told me that no, just take whatever you're comfortable with and go and enjoy the course. So it started there. I won't lie.
Great.
Yeah, it started
And you're loving what you're doing right now.
100%.
Fantastic.
You can wake me up at 2 a.m. and tell me that we need to work.
Yeah.
I'll show up. And work.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what is the plans for you in the next 5 years?
So I've been here since 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here since 2019.
That's good.
I came here. So basically, there's a partnership between UKZN and Amazulu. Where students, when you're doing your honors, you come and do some practical work with the junior teams. It all started there. Mr. Smith. I asked him after we were done November. So we were done. So I said no, I want to stay. So I was the only student who stayed behind. I asked them to just give me a stipend of transport only, just to come to training. So they gave me, and then they assigned me a team, which was the under 19s.
Okay.
So I was there throughout with the under-19s. So that's how it started.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy who was with the reserve team at that time.
Yeah.
Now he's working for the Sharks.
Okay.
So apparently he got an offer on the Sharks, and then he had to come this side. And then they didn't hesitate in taking me and putting me in the deep end and telling me, no, now it's your time.
Now
so,
it's your time to
yeah,
shine, yeah.
So I grabbed the opportunity with two
Yeah.
hands, and then
Fantastic.
it all started there.
Fantastic.
Yes, I was shaky at some time because it was
Still new for you.
it's still new.
Yeah.
But as time went by, you know,
Got more
things
comfortable.
comfortable. So
Fantastic.
up until today, so I'll always be grateful from the club for giving me the opportunity at a very young age. I won't lie.
Yeah, that's
taking a person from straight from varsity with no experience, and
Yeah.
saying, no, we're gonna give you the exposure, we're gonna give you the experience. So that's what happened. That's what happened.
Big ups to them. Big ups to them. That's
yeah.
really brilliant. So currently, like we spoke about, you are in soccer right now. But do you see yourself as being a soccer strength and conditioning? That is what you want to go into, or if other offers come from different sporting codes, that you probably might take it.
Yeah, so basically soccer is the main
one.
But I wouldn't refuse
Yes.
other offers that do come along, you know,
100%.
especially rugby.
Yes.
I'd go for rugby as well, but
Okay.
soccer
Brilliant.
has been
Yeah.
my passion.
Your
It's
passion, yeah,
the sport that I know
most.
better compared to other sports.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
it's soccer.
So if somebody doesn't know who Sanele Dlamini is, how would you explain yourself? Or how do you put it in words? Okay, listen, this is Sanele Dlamini.
All right, no, I just keep it simple. I'm just a boy from, I wouldn't say from an unknown place, but I was born in Pietermaritzburg, a place called the Sobantu. Because of work-wise, my parents were working there, so they took me to stay with my grandma. And I'll say a small village. It's called Richmond, just outside Pietermaritzburg.
Yeah.
So I went there, stayed with my grandma from preschool up until I finished my high school. I was staying with my grandma.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's me. Yeah,
Fantastic.
I grew up under the hands of Ukoko, basically.
Yeah.
Up until today, yes.
Where did you go to high school? That side as
So
well?
I finished my high school. My primary was St. Bernard Mizeki. That's
Okay.
where I went. It was a private school.
Yes,
and
yes.
then I also went to Richmond Combined, which is also was a private school at that time, but now it has shifted to a government school. But at that time I went there. I finished my matric in 2015. Then in 2016 I did my first year in UKZN in sports science. Graduated in 2018 as an undergrad. And then I did my honors, and then I graduated on my honors the following year because it was just 1 year. So
brilliant.
And then from there, from 2020 graduating for honors, I was still under Amazulu at that time because I was given a chance at 2019.
Yes.
I was juggling things up because there was no pressure saying I must be in campus all of the time.
I see.
That's what happened.
That's
and
brilliant.
now I've been upskilling myself, doing those small courses. I did sport massage. Currently I want to do upskill myself in a strength and conditioning course as well.
Brilliant.
So it's all about making sure that you on your toes within the game.
True.
It's been that. And achievement wise, first professional cup that I got was in 2021-2022 season, where we won the Diski Rewind. Final we played against Sundowns. It was a 2-0 win. We brought the cup back home. And then another one, it was the Hollywood tournament where I was working with the under-15s. And then recently it's been Engine. We're playing Engine here at Seripat in Reservoir Hills. We brought it home as well.
That's great.
Those are my
great.
Professional cups. But obviously grassroots, when I was still playing as well, I won several things.
No, that's brilliant. And then your favorite home cooked meal from Ukoko?
I'd say it's ujeqe and ubhontshisi.
Lovely. You're currently staying by yourself. Do you have to cook those things by yourself right now?
It's difficult for me to cook it for myself, but when I'm at home I do it.
You do it.
But now I'm staying by myself, so I just prepare that meal. That's not something too detailed.
Too detailed.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll see you in 2-3 seasons time, if not less, with the professional team traveling around the country and being there at the top.
That's my goal now. I've served. I think you know what they say. They say you need to first serve in the junior phases.
True.
It's for you to get that confidence and
True.
also that exposure to go up
the
the
top.
ranks. Yeah, but
100%.
I won't lie. I'm proud of what I've achieved so far.
Yeah, that's
And yes, there've been offers coming from Motsepe and several teams.
Mm.
Yeah, but I did work for Durban Pioneers. They're
Yes,
playing
yes,
in
yes.
Motsepe. I went there as a part time,
Okay.
so I helped them a lot
Yeah.
in terms of the conditioning and also looking at the injuries. And then I got an offer with the DUT, Durban
yeah.
University of Technology,
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
help them with the.
Yeah.
They went last year. They were going to play USA.
Okay.
So I
yeah,
went
yeah.
there and worked with them as well. And then the following year, which is this year, Jan, they call me back.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been working with them.
Yeah.
And then next month, which is on the 11th, the ladies are going to Pretoria to play the Varsity Cup. So for now, we're
Yeah.
mostly like polishing things up,
Yeah.
getting prepped for the Varsity Cup as well. So yes, I do part-time jobs.
Part-time jobs.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and I'm still looking for a school. I've worked with the Glenwood
Okay.
High School
Yes.
because they had a partnership with Amazulu. So
Oh, I
I
see,
went
I see,
there
I
during
see.
the mornings as well
Yeah,
to
I
work
see.
with the boys. But I'm trying to get one with the Clifton. So
Okay,
I've
yeah,
been in
yeah.
talks with the Clifton as well
That's
to
brilliant.
get an opportunity
That's brilliant.
to boost my CV up.
Yeah.
So in the ladies football, it's been like DUT
Yeah.
and also Westfield Ladies as well.
Okay, yeah,
so
yeah.
I've worked with them as well. So
Brilliant.
it's been in a part-time basis. So yeah.
What's like probably we would know the answer to it, but not really, and that's why I'm asking you this question. But what's the difference between the ladies and the men that you're working with?
Yeah, I won't lie. Yeah, that's not a tricky question. I was expecting that question. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. If you're looking at South African football,
Yeah.
the ladies' development just started now.
Yes.
It's just
yes,
started
yes,
now.
yeah.
But with the guys, the development
It's been
started
there.
years ago.
Yeah, it's been
And
there,
then it was rare when I was growing up to see a lady playing with the boys on the
Soccer,
street
yeah.
playing soccer.
Sure.
So when I got there at DUT, that's where I saw that most of the kids who were there playing for the team
Yeah,
or
yeah,
for the university,
Yeah.
they only started kicking football in the
Yes.
university.
Yeah.
Some of them, let
Starting
me say
phase, yeah.
65% of them,
Yeah.
they started there.
Starting
you know,
phase.
so yeah, great job that was done by the coaches there.
Okay.
When I got there, so yes, you can see that they're still struggling technically, but
There's
you
progress.
can work with them. You see, and even now, when I started in Jan with them,
Yeah.
there were new students coming in, and then I saw the circle that
Yeah.
okay, you start them from the ground.
Makes
It's
sense.
all about them having the heart to play football.
Yeah.
So the huge difference is
Okay.
the development side.
development
If
side.
there was proper development, like same structure with the boys where you start developing them at the ages of 6 years old. But here in SA we have start from under 13.
Starting,
Most
yeah,
of the teams
yeah,
start
yeah.
under 13.
Yeah.
But for the boys, for them to adapt is more quicker compared to the ladies.
True.
So that's the gap,
difference, yeah.
the difference between the two. But you do have ladies who are top
class, yeah,
top class. I've worked with some, and I still want some that I've worked with to make it to Banyana as well.
Yes.
So yeah,
They're going to the World Cup right now, isn't
yeah,
it?
they're going to the World Cup.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, while we're at it, just want to give out a shout out to the ladies, all of the best, Banyana. Bring it back home. We're backing you guys. And then let's finish off with some interesting questions. Ronaldo or Messi?
Talent versus a hardworking person.
Yes.
So that's what I always say.
That's how
when
you look at it, yeah?
It's both of them for me. They've done great.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very difficult to choose between the two because Messi, it's God given talent, and Cristiano is a hardworking person.
100%.
So if you want to motivate players, you mostly talk about Cristiano because you tell them this guy worked hard to get where he is. I'm not saying Messi doesn't work hard, but he's God given. Yeah, he's gifted. He's gifted. So yeah, for me, I wouldn't back one player, but I'd back both of them because they just an example to most of the boys who are growing up. But yeah, it's talent versus hardworking person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then obviously we South Africans, but the kind of style of play that Europe is playing compared to, let's say, the Southern America, Brazil, Argentina, which would you favor more?
So I'd favor the more of the Brazil type of play because
More flair.
in Brazil they don't change
Yeah.
the players, the mentality. Most of the players they play similar. They're
Yeah.
given the freedom to jackal around, to
themselves,
express
yeah.
themselves on the field.
Makes sense.
Whereas if you're looking at most like
Europe.
European teams, they're more tactical.
Yeah,
They're more like telling you what to do.
What to do,
They're
yeah.
limiting some players in terms of
Sure.
like exposing themselves or expressing themselves
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
the field. Hence, that's what you're now seeing in the South African football as well.
Oh, I see.
Where when a young boy tries and dribble, and then now the coach starts shouting at
starts
them and
shouting
what
at
you're
him, yeah.
doing and all that.
Yeah.
But growing up, looking at the videos of Obocho Mosoni,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were standing on top of the ball and they were enjoying themselves
100%.
and they were winning. You see?
100%. That's
So
the thing.
so the issue that I have is that
Yeah.
I'm not saying we shouldn't look at what people, other
Yeah.
countries or other teams, what are doing outside. Yes, we should look, but now we should take into consideration that
Yeah.
our strength is giving the boys freedom to play
Our own
in
Kasi flavor, yeah.
Kasi flavor.
Yeah.
But as long as the Kasi flavor is making us progress
Going
to
forward,
the to the next half and scoring goals, you see that's
Yeah.
the way to go. Besides saying the boy must play the way that the coaches want them to play
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not allowing them to express themselves. Yeah.
So you are currently in the soccer space. I want to ask this question. Would you say that the coaches in South Africa are coaching according to the textbook and not letting the players have that freedom that we just spoke about right now? Is it like that in the whole spectrum, or 80% of the coaches, or is it just a certain amount?
I wouldn't say. Let me just talk about the coaches that I've worked with.
Yes.
They do give players freedom.
Okay,
They
cool.
do give them freedom.
That's good. Yeah.
But in giving them freedom, they need to also stick to the basics
Yeah.
of what the coach was doing in the training. They must execute the same thing on the field. But
Okay.
they're not limiting players
Players, yeah.
to play the way that they want to play. Just a practical example. I just started working with a new coach at under 19.
Yes.
He goes by the name of Andile Cele.
Okay.
Call him Skuta, his nickname. So he's played for Pirates,
Yeah.
Arrows, Amazulu as well, and also the national team.
Okay.
So when that guy came, he showed me a different side.
Okay.
That in football, if you're allowing players to giving them the freedom, they're gonna fight for you on the field. They're gonna show that they want it. So hence for me, when we went and played this engine tournament, because he was the head coach of the engine tournament.
And you guys won it.
And we won it. There the boys were given freedom to play, and you saw it from the boys' eyes. They were fighting for the badge and also fighting for the coach as well.
Yes.
We lost our first game. Everyone wrote us off because of losing that game. But the comeback was something else.
Proper character.
We were unstoppable after that.
Proper
After the second game, we were unstoppable.
Yes.
So it shows that some coaches, yes, they do like limit most of the players, but if you do give freedom to the boys, they're gonna express themselves, have fun, because that's the most important thing, is to have fun when you're working with the development boys. But also at the age of 19, 20, going up, that's when I'm emphasizing that we're competing and you must win things. So that's our slogan at Amazulu. So yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not too familiar how the contracts work in that age group category, but let's say you've signed a 1-year contract with the Amazulu. You just came out of school, and then injury hits. What is the process after that for somebody who's currently looking at the show as an under 19 age player, and he just got injured, but he's just got signed as well, and then he is probably out for majority of the season? Do the clubs still look after him, or what is the whole process?
So the club caters for the boys. I won't lie, they cater for them, even if the contract was just a 1-year contract.
Yes.
We had a boy, Ulungisane Sam.
Yeah.
He was 21 years old as well. He said his ACL, basically. So the contract was done.
Okay.
But the club said no.
We'll still look after
SD, continue with your rehabilitation with the boy. Make sure the boy is fully fit. If we're saying we're releasing him, let's release him to a club where he's injury free. He's gonna go there and compete. So basically, that's what we do. Even if the contract is done, but because the boy is still a youngster, he needs to be given that exposure and then given that warmth as well. Because here it's more like a home for most of the boys who are with us here.
100%. Sanele, I really enjoyed this chat. Let's end off. If you could give anyone advice that would want to make it, either in your space as a sports and conditioning, strength and conditioning coach, or as an under 19-year-old kid who's just coming out of school, what would the best advice for them be?
Now I'll start with the strength and conditioning part. It's more about passion. Yes, I know nowadays most people chase money,
100%.
but the risk about chasing money, you end up not doing what you're supposed to do because the only thing you're thinking about is
It's
me
the money,
making
yeah.
this paper at the
Yeah.
end of the month and just vanishing.
True.
So for me, it was more of changing lives
Yeah.
of these more boys. It was
Yes.
more of changing their lives.
Yes.
I don't know how many boys now have made it to the first team
Yeah.
who went through my hands, and
good.
I'm happy
That's
that
good.
I changed their life. And every time when
good.
they see me, they
Yeah.
give me a hug because they know,
brilliant,
you
yeah.
see, the things that you've done for them. So money will come,
Nah, true.
but you need to have that passion.
True.
And also, basically, I'll speak to most of the students who are still in UKZN
Yes,
per
yes,
se,
yes.
but not UKZN only, different universities
Yeah.
who are doing sports science.
Okay.
Is that go out there and do those internships or go there and volunteer. You'll never know. I myself started as a volunteer, so and then things changed.
Yeah,
You see, so
I
go
like
there and volunteer and ask questions.
Yeah.
And then just want to get into space.
Then you know you're ready,
Then
yeah.
you know. And then for a 19-year-old who's out there and wants to play for the club, per se, or not Amazulu only,
Yes,
but
yes,
for
yes.
the other clubs out
Wherever,
there, it's all about hard work. And don't change the person that you are.
Sure.
It's all about being disciplined.
Sure.
Do what you're told to do.
Sure.
And yes, in Ekasi, most of these boys, what I've seen is that they once they join the big club,
Yeah.
then they start being praised. So praising the boy, it goes two ways. If they're strong mentally, they will come back and perform the way they usually perform.
True.
But if they're not strong mentally,
Then
the praise will
becomes a
swallow
problem,
them
yeah.
up. You see, they will start being big.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see, and then for them as a youngster as well, money, don't go for money. Just play your football.
Yeah.
And then that professional contract will come. It will come. But you just need to express yourself and just play the normal football that you want to play. A practical example would be Tutuzi Shabalala from Chiefs.
Yeah.
The boy is still a youngster,
Yes, 100%.
but he got a professional contract.
100%.
But
good.
he's still humble.
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
still
humble.
good,
He bought his parents a car. We all saw it on the social media, but the boy is still humble. He knows where he wants to go.
Yeah,
you see,
respect.
so it's all about that. He's not the only player.
Yeah,
We had a player who just signed with Stellenbosch, Riju Pile.
Okay.
It was my first time working with. He's an Indian boy,
Yes.
top PSL material,
Yes.
and I'll say this season or the following season is going
He'll
to
definitely
definitely playing
Starting,
in PSL,
yeah.
starting
A lot,
in
yeah.
PSL.
Okay.
You see, it's either for
We'll be on the
Stellenbosch or wherever club,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if it's not PSL abroad,
Yeah.
that boy will play. The boy is focused.
good.
He knows
Yeah.
what he wants to do. It's judging from when he was still in high school.
Yeah.
He knew
Yes.
what he wanted. You see, and
We'll
he
be
was
on the
working hard.
lookout.
You have those players who work hard in training. You see, they don't mess a training session. They go all out. They go all out. They're the ones who come to you and ask for extra sessions
He's
as
that
well.
guy.
So he's that type of a player. So those players, those are the ones who make it.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who make it. And also having like a proper structure at home, like a family who's going to be
Yeah.
supportive.
Yeah,
And in your career as well.
Sure.
I had a mom and a dad who were always on these games, watching the games.
Watching
So
games.
so that on its
Big,
own
yeah.
gave the boy confidence.
That's big.
It's either he was sitting on the bench, but the parents would be there on the stands.
Yeah.
You see, so that's what I'd say. What I saw within the boy, but
Kept
it was
him
not
going.
only him. Most of
It's
the
a lot,
boys.
yeah,
So just to wrap it up, to a youngster who's out
Yeah.
there, it's just go for it. And the sky is the limit. So
100%,
it's
100%.
just for them to go and work hard. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'll take Cristiano
Yeah.
and say hardworking guy.
Go for it.
Go for it and
Yeah.
work hard, and then your chance will come. Your
100%.
chance will come.
Sanele, I really want to thank you. I appreciate your time and also your knowledge that you've shared. I really hope we can take in what he said to us for everyone who's watching the show. I definitely most certainly learned a lot. And yeah, good luck with your future endeavors. And I'm hoping that you keep on getting a lot of trophies as you've been doing in the past. And yeah, we'll be definitely on the lookout for you.
Yeah, no, thanks, my brother. Thank you.